have a weird fetish of being massively attractive to sourdough women.
You're cooking with, who is it? What's her name?
What's the end goal that you're trying to get down to?
Fit my hunting clothes again.
When have you ever grilled a steak? I've never seen you grill a steak in my life.
Yeah,
That's the extent of your culinary experience, is turning the oven on, throwing a frozen pizza in there.
Just loves running the chainsaw. He's like, we could do this every day. I got people wanting me to cut trees down, so now we are a tree tech company.
I don't know. I think you can top the season 1 back of the pickup truck bed Lunchable dinner. Today, Cole and I are in the studio talking really all things Valentine's Day, what's happening at the farm, and what Cole's really been working on, along with my dad's new tree removal business. Anyways, y'all saddle up, because we're about to get down and dirty with it. Well, that sucked. That was bad.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we were talking about a three-peat the last podcast, and we were so far from a three-peat in that game. I literally left at halftime.
There was just like, I don't know. We just were not clicking. Like, there was nothing going our way. Like, D-Hop dropping that pass on that third down. That was kind of like the end of, like, our any chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you felt it just slip away. Like, right whenever he would have, like, went for at least, like, 30, 40 yards, you know. Could have scored even. And it was a third down. Like, we really needed a touchdown. I think we were down by, what, 21 at that point?
It was 24.
Or 24, I think. Like, we needed a score. And then, I don't know. That was, like, our only chance to even be in the game. And after that, we knew it.
It was bad.
It was so
You know
bad.
what? I got to admit, the Bills or the Ravens for sure would have played a better game against the Eagles. We came out there.
That was just, dude, it's just one of those games.
Brick.
It was just horrible.
It was bad.
It was just horrible. I mean, because obviously, we handled the Bills. We beat the Ravens first game of the year.
I know.
That's a long time ago. But, you know, I mean, it's just hard.
It's been a fun ride as a Chiefs fan.
It has.
And we've gotten spoiled to where we're disappointed about losing in the Super Bowl, but that was very disappointing. Oh, well. On to next
Patty
year.
will be back.
Yeah, on to next
I just
year.
am worried about our boy Kelsey.
T-Kels.
I don't know if he's going to be back.
I think he's going to retire.
Did you see what he said?
Yeah, he's
Kinda
already
hinting at it.
halfway out.
But it was a rough game. I bet he's not feeling too hot after that. So he probably is like,
Give the
I'm
man
out.
some time. Let him go on a beach vacation or 3.
But I feel
I think
like
he'll come
this
back
whole
strong.
year he's kind of been in a bad mood. Like
Yes.
the last 2 years, it's like if we were not winning, he's like in a bad mood. Like I don't think he's loving the game anymore.
Yeah, well, whenever
I
you got a
wouldn't
$100 million podcast deal and your girlfriend is the most, at least top 5 famous person on the planet, why would you go out there and play football?
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go out there and like be limping around half the year from injuries and everything. I mean, I don't blame him. And he's like, look what he's accomplished. He's literally Gronkowski, him, like a few other stuff.
He's already a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
There's he's already won multiple Super Bowls.
I mean, dude's literally up there for the best tight end of all time.
Yep.
Once you're in that discussion, it's like,
Why?
you've done it.
Why would you do it?
You've accomplished life.
Yeah, we'll be back. But, well, what do you got going on this week?
Man, I mean, the snow, luckily we didn't get as much as what.
What does taking care of cattle, bison, sheep in the snow look like?
I'll start with this. So normally like March, you know, it starts getting muddy. Well, so early February this year and late January, there's ruts that are 3 foot deep because it's been muddy the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So now it freezes. You know how I bet Jake I was talking to Jake yesterday. He's like, dude, I'm getting so annoyed to just bounce around these ruts because they freeze.
Yeah.
They
and
get
then
so
they get hard. And
So
then whenever you go across a 3 foot rut in a tractor, your head is through the roof.
Yeah. So which they try to smooth them up, you know, with every couple of days with the skid steer, go out there and smooth all the entrances up. But we feed in 20 different spots, you know, every day.
Yeah.
So not 20, but you know, 20 different pastures, paddocks, 4 or 5 different farms. But yeah, it's just
a good thing Jake is doing that job then, because you know one person that absolutely cannot handle bouncing around in a tractor cab?
Who?
Our brother Jesse. Do you not remember the year he was spraying?
Oh yeah, dude. I will say though, whenever you're in that cab, it will make you mad because like if one time you're like looking back, you're not paying attention, you just hit like it's not even the bigger ditches, it's the ones that you don't see that you like really just like hits real quick. And it hurts.
It'll leave your neck so sore because you'll literally bounce out of your seat whenever you hit these ruts, and your head will hit the roof, and it'll like bend your neck in different directions.
Yeah.
That year Jesse was spraying, every single day he got out of that thing, he was in a bad mood.
Well, you know, we slow down for those. We aren't bouncing everywhere. We take it easy on the equipment sometimes. But no, it's rough. But that was kind of started this year. I feel like even worse because most times you're waiting until. Which I wasn't complaining about the 60-degree weather, but like it's like early March when that happens. You start getting the muddy ruts, yeah. Well, it happened in the middle of winter this time, so now they have all these ruts, and it froze back up, and so got
an early start on the rut. rut riding.
So, well, it'll be a fun month of freestyle, mud.
So are y'all having to break water for the cows?
I mean, there's some spots where it's like running water. It'll stay open. I mean, and even then, you know, some creeks will freeze over once it gets cold enough when it's negative for 10 days in a row, you know. But there's spots that we break water every day, and there's spots that are on waters, you know, that are fine. So it just kind of depends. I think there's 3 or 4 spots, you know, the horses, where they're at, we got to break water for them, which horses are pretty good at breaking water themselves. I think. But, you know, you want to make sure they got it and they're good. So there's only probably 3 or 4 ponds that I think Jake and Dad are breaking every day at.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. I'm glad I'm not out there right now. It's freaking cold. I woke up this morning, it was 5 degrees.
It was -1 up here.
Was it really?
Yep. I went out to start my truck, and I was like, oh, boy, I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, man. I'm so ready for winter to end. Like, I was going back through my camera roll looking at videos last year of the farm whenever it was August, September.
Oh, there's nothing better than fall.
Dude.
Honestly, there's nothing better than, like,
you live in Missouri for September, October, November.
Yeah.
You don't live in Missouri any other time of the year. Or like,
April, maybe.
Maybe.
April's a pretty nice month. But even then it gets cold in the early season. It's like maybe April to May.
Missouri has 3 months where it's why you live here. Yeah. And then other than that, there would be no reason to live in Missouri because it is misery.
The summers are like insanely hot just because of our humidity. It's absolutely terrible.
I know.
You just sweat. Like you like walk into a wall when you walk outside of just like humidity.
Your shirt's just stuck to your skin.
As soon as you walk outside, you start sweating. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a great day. You know? But ready for that in about 3 months, and every single day you wake up for 3 months straight, you just sweat. But
gotta love it. Gotta love it.
So
what have you specifically been busy with the last couple weeks?
Well, I've been doing a bunch of different things. I've actually been in the office a lot lately.
I was gonna say you haven't been on a computer though. Have you?
I mean, I do. Kara, I mean, I'm, you know, I make phone calls, make deals, and then Kara puts it in the computer for me, you know.
Okay. You're
she's
computer
my organizer.
illiterate.
Kara's really organized, and that's not really me.
No,
so.
not been a strong suit of yours.
But I've been using it a lot more lately. I was telling, I've probably, you know, typed or been on a computer more in the last month than I have in like 5 years.
Did you have to change your login information? Like, I don't know the last time you've logged into a computer.
I just use your Jesse's.
Oh, okay.
I don't come my little box of an office back here. I got screwed. You guys got the nice ass offices that just sit up there. So I'm like, I ain't gonna sit back here in my box, my little cubicle.
No, I don't disagree with you.
But no, it's been something a little different work than I'm used to. But I'm not gonna lie. Whenever it's -1 outside, I don't really
mind the office work.
Yeah, I'm like, this is actually kind of nice.
You see why I stay in the office?
Yeah, ain't too bad.
Yeah, and you're actually, I feel like you're handling more high-level tasks now than you have in the past. Not necessarily behind the wheel of a tractor, more so handling higher-level decision-making at the farm.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of, you know, a lot of changes for the last few years. It's where we've been wanting to work it towards. This is what I've been trying to learn how to run for the last 2 decades since I can remember. So I guess it's time. You know, I want to grow up. I want to start taking on bigger responsibilities. I don't want to be a operator my whole life. So
you've come a long ways. I feel like Blair may have helped accelerate the maturity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's just things you want to. Obviously, I was pretty content with my life whenever I was, you know, not having a kid, and I could all my money went to me. And now with a kid, I want to make, you know, I want to do things for her. I want to do things for me. Life costs a little more.
About 4 times, 5 times as much income.
Yes, you know. So I need I need to make some more money. So I need to make it happen somehow. And I want all of us to make more money. So I'm trying to make it happen.
No, hey, proud of you. We've been talking about it. You and Jesse Stretch and Kara have been putting in the hours in the war room, figuring things out, being flexible, and getting the farming operation back on track where it needs to be. So I'm excited about it.
No, we're excited. We got our future is different. You know, looks a little different than what we would have thought 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But it's not. It looks better in my opinion.
It's way better.
10 times better. I mean, we're moving in a direction where we're going to have more time to focus on things that make us more money, and we're not going to be so. I'm not going to be running a shovel, running an operator. You know, not saying you can make. I mean, you can make a lot of money running equipment. You can do. There's a lot, but like for our opportunities, what we have right now, there's a lot more money to be made in other decisions, and me not. And
agreed.
And a tractor cab, or me not behind a shovel, digging somewhere or doing something to work. You know, so.
Nope, I completely agree. I'm excited about it. Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day tomorrow? We're filming this on February 13th, so we're one day before.
Oh, today is Blair's 2 months.
Oh, it is, isn't
February
it?
13th.
Yep. 8 weeks old.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, 8 weeks was last week. Because 2 months ain't 8 weeks. There's more than, because 7 times 4 would be 28 days a month. There's like 31 days in a month.
Okay.
In most months.
Okay, that's.
So she's 9 weeks tomorrow, 2 months today. Yeah, I was confused last week. I said the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one threw me for a loop there.
Yeah.
I guess I understand the math.
You see now?
Yeah, I do.
Because 8 weeks was last Friday, because it was 8 weeks from her birth, but today is 2 months. Old.
Okay. I see now. That makes sense.
She was born December 13th.
Yeah,
so
no, I understand. I get it now. I get it now. Yeah, she was born on a Friday.
Yep.
Okay, understood. Understood.
Yep. So tomorrow's 9 weeks.
Yep. What are you doing for Valentine's Day? Got any plans with Casey?
Yeah, we're going to Hamilton. We're having dinner down there.
Wow, that's a big step.
No, they're doing a big Valentine dinner.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we actually, and Jesse and Allie are going with us.
I didn't know if y'all were going to Me Mexico. That's our one little Mexican restaurant in Gallatin.
Normally, I grill her a steak, but it's going to be so cold, I don't want to be out there grilling, you know.
When have you ever grilled a steak? I've never seen you grill a steak in my life.
Bro, I can cook a mean steak.
I'm going to have to fact check that.
That's
Run
Casey.
that by Casey.
No, I really can. I'm mean on the grill, dude.
Man, I've never seen you cook up any steak ever, and I've known you for 25 years now.
I mean, most of the time the dad's cooking, I'm not just going to go there and take over his job. You know, I'll have to go over there for dinner a lot, but nights he doesn't cook, I'll cook.
Okay.
What did I cook the other night? Frozen pizza in the oven. Yeah,
that's the extent of your extent of your culinary experience is turning the oven on, throwing a frozen pizza in there. Was it DiGiorno at least?
It was.
Okay.
It was, but I always liked Casey wanted the original crust. I like that rising crust.
Okay.
But they had like 4 different crusts.
Here's a question for you. Because this is a trend that I've hopped on, not necessarily hopped in, but like I've put in a new requirement for my future wife, whoever that may be. Sourdough. Has Casey gotten on that trend yet?
You know what? Casey and I were talking about this because we've seen your little threads deal. They pop up.
Dude. Oh, wait, you follow my threads?
No, I don't. I get embarrassed reading them, so I don't read all of them.
I'm just saying, that is, for some reason, I have a weird fetish of being massively attractive to sourdough women.
Did you not just eat your first sourdough bed like 3 weeks ago at Casey's or at Jesse's house?
Yeah, I did. That was the first time.
Because we were wondering, because before that,
because I didn't know what it was before.
Casey and I were just talking, like a month ago, you said you had no idea what it was. And then we see you on threads last week saying you want your wife to be a sourdough
She's gonna be
baker.
a sourdough baker.
And she better raise chickens and eggs, and she better have a homestead, and she better...
What's wrong with homesteading?
Go down and get a bucket of water from the creek
Okay,
to
I
boil.
did not say that.
I know, I'm just saying. But
seeing someone responsible for like taking care of animals or a homestead type woman is attractive to me.
Well, I mean,
and the sourdough bread goes along with that. Like,
it's
like
really
the women that
right
run their little bakeries and like little kitchen setups and the aprons.
So that wasn't just like a, what am I trying to say? Like a clickbait type deal. You weren't just out there like trying to like you didn't see.
Absolutely not. Go to my Instagram. I follow 5 different accounts that are just large sourdough
Casey and I
women.
were like, man, what's he trying to do here? Is he trying to just like get these girls to think he's a big sourdough baker?
I'm not a big sourdough baker. I just started having sourdough, but it's like the whole thought process of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like being, you know, that they can do it. They can accomplish it.
Yeah, and it's like the starter for sourdough. It's generational. Like you pass that down to your kids and their kids because it stays alive.
But I never understood how that works.
Because it stays alive. It's a living, breathing thing.
But don't you use it?
Yes, but it grows nonstop.
So you even have like put anything else in it?
You have to feed it. It's like a child. Sourdough is like this whole ordeal.
See, because I was wondering that too, because Grandma brought Allie some
starter. Exactly. Generational starter.
I didn't know what it was, though. So it's been in that jar for 30 years?
I mean, yeah. That's what's wild. Isn't that cool? Like, I can't even keep track of something for a week.
I feel like sourdough just became popular, like, the last 6 months.
It's a super popular trend now, but a lot of the...
I guess, yeah, because you can always go into, like, Amish bakeries, and they've been making them for years. Like,
yeah.
They always had sourdoughs in there.
Yeah, it's huge. Now it just hit mainstream, and now it's all over TikTok and Instagram, and I follow, like I said, 5 or 6 different sourdough bakeries now because it's cool, and you can make all sorts of stuff with it.
You follow, what's her name? Cooking with, Casey's going to kill me if I say this.
Why? It's
this TikTok girl that dances and twerks when she cooks, and everybody always does these videos where it's like you can hear the song playing. She always sings this song like "Cooking with." Who is it? What's her name? But I always mess with Casey because I always play it real loud.
Yeah.
And I'll just be filming. I'll see if she's looking, and every time she pops up, she's like, "What are you watching?" Because
she's twerking while she's cooking.
Yeah. I'm not to show them for you.
You have to send that to me afterwards.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But no, it's funny because we were talking about it one night, and every now it pops up on my TikTok after you talk about it.
Yeah.
So she was telling me about it one night. We were laughing about it, and then the next day we were sitting there in the living room, and it pops up on my TikTok. So I turned it way up, let it play like 5 times in a row, see what she would do.
Yeah, you have to send that to me.
I got you. Yep.
So, anyways, back to the moral of the story. Has Casey started the sourdough yet?
No, she's not a big baker. I mean, she told me if I wanted to make like her to make me one, she would. But I like sourdough. You've been trying to make me go on a diet for the last 2 months. I've been trying to avoid having a bunch of bread because I love bread sitting around my house.
I know.
I told her like really not do it, but
it's true.
Because every time I'm around, I have don't want you to see me eating bad. I have to hide it.
You just told me you had McDonald's today.
Well, I told you I had to. I was actually told Jesse I was going to lie about it on this podcast. I didn't eat it, but now I'm just going to tell the truth. I did eat a cheeseburger there, but I stopped with them because they wanted McDonald's, so I had to get lunch. So
right, you can't just not eat. Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad. I am down. It was 19 pounds this morning.
As of how many days have you been dieting?
When did we do the podcast? What day was that we started?
Probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
19 pounds?
Yeah.
Boy.
And I honestly haven't worked out every day. I'll be completely honest with you because we've been busy.
So 75 hard fell off, but
yeah, 75 hard, but I'm still dieting. I mean, I'm still trying to eat the best I can at it.
What's the end goal that you're trying to get down to?
Fit my hunting clothes again. That's all I need to do.
That's like
fit my QU.
The end goal.
I just need to fit my QU by turkey season.
Okay. How many more pounds do you think you got till you can
Honestly,
do that?
it's not a good end goal because I can fit in that and probably 15, 20 more pounds. I can probably squeeze back into it.
Okay, so it'd be like 35 to 40?
But to fit into it comfortably, I probably need to drop about another 25, 30
Okay, so you'd have a total of about
I need to get back down
50, 60 pounds lost?
Yeah, I need to drop about 50 pounds from the beginning. Yeah. So and that'd be solid there. And honestly, I really just need to get to where I maintain it because I'm not like the type of guy. Like I need to get to working out 4 or 5 days a week, but I could never work out every day like you do. Just the way I live my life. I mean, I've learned,
You don't need to work out every single day. No. I do it more for mental benefit than physical benefits. If you're actually working out the way you should be every time you go in there, 3 to 4 days a week is all you need.
I do hit it hard though. Like, I mean, I put my headphones on and I get my workout on in 25, 30 minutes. I go on a Stairmaster for 10 to 15 minutes. I try to push as hard as I can at level 11. Okay. And then I go get in the sauna.
All right.
I mean,
are you still reading your book?
Yeah, I have been, but I had to change books. So.
Oh, because Dad took The Art of the Comeback?
Yeah, and I ordered it. So.
Did you?
Yeah, the other night because I was talking to Casey about how I wanted to start that back up because I really liked that book. And
it's
then
a good book.
Just took it from me. Mm-hmm. Why take it out of our sauna that we all sit in?
I don't know because I bet Dad has not picked it up since.
No, I guarantee you hasn't.
He's too busy on his bucket truck.
Yeah, too busy cutting trees.
Boy, he really took his breaking his hip to a new level. He was going to show that tree.
By the way, if you guys need a tree cut.
Budget Tree Pros.
Yep.
816-967-8131, providing all your tree removal and pruning services in the Kansas City metro area.
I thought we were heroes.
No, the slogan is Heroes in Tree Removal, but the name of the company is Budget Tree Pros.
I was looking at the picture you guys sent the other night.
That was Dad. Yeah.
With the cowboy on it?
Yes.
That little, like,
oh, my goodness.
Emoji, not emoji, what would it be, like a cartoon cowboy?
Yeah, it's a graphic animation of a cowboy with a lasso, and he's lassoing a tree. This was my dad's great idea. So he bought bucket trucks, and he's getting them wrapped, obviously, with the website and our call-in information. And his whole idea around this whole tree removal service was he wants a cowboy lassoing a tree, and the slogan to be Heroes in Tree Removal. So he's having this plastered on the wrap of each of these 3 trucks.
And so I'm sure you guys know this, but if you haven't, my dad broke his hip 3 months ago.
Early December.
Yeah, actually, it was 2 months
3
ago.
days before Blair was born.
Yeah, 3 days before Blair was born. In a ladder, trying to cut trees down at our own rental properties. Mm-hmm. So we were like, well, we better get a bucket truck because he doesn't need to be that high in a ladder no more. So he gets one bucket truck, and they go and do a job, and then all of a sudden he's like, dude, we could do this every day. Cutting. Now he loves it again. He's like, just loves running the chainsaw. He's like, we could do this every day. I got people wanting me to cut trees down. So now we are a tree tech company or a
tree removal
company. Not tree tech, tree removal.
Already built the website, already did all of that. So yeah, except my website branding is way different than Dad's truck wraps.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a legitimate tree removal service, not a cowboy with a lasso in a tree. And he's got a cape on.
He's been telling me about this for like 3 weeks. He's been thinking of this.
Dude, you know he spent every minute of every day thinking about this design.
Dude, he loves it. Like, he thinks it's going to... He's like, dude, people are going to love it. Heroes in tree removal. I'm like...
It's a cowboy with a cape, with a lasso. Chainsaw in his left hand. Lasso in a tree.
Hey, we'll remove your tree. And you get to see... For all you people out there, you get to see our brother Jesse every day.
That is true.
Jesse's, you want your,
Jesse's running the tree removal. It's free. We do offer free estimates. I feel like that should be.
That's probably, free estimates if you guys need us to come out there and bid work. But for all you people out there, I know, maybe this summer, if you want a tree cut down, Jesse, you could probably even see him with his shirt off, cutting a tree down maybe. That's what I told him.
We'll put that in the guarantee.
We could throw that in like the selling point because people would love that. You know, they love Jesse. So
they do. He's got the long hair.
Yeah. Just kind of throw that in there, you know. You could even meet Jesse McBee, the one and only.
Shirt off. Cutting down your tree.
Kill us, dude.
Poor guy. He's out there freezing his...
I know. Today he's probably 40 foot in the air right now, freezing.
5-degree weather, wind chill of -10, cutting down trees. You know, he
That's what Dad just called us. Jesse's trying to me back. He's like, hey, you know, whenever Cole or anybody ain't busy, I want you guys down here cutting trees. I'm like, I'm busy.
We're busy. We're trying to run a business up here. Let's not stretch ourselves that thin.
I already got heights issue, man. Tree stands are the highest I'm going. That's the one thing I can't do in life is heights. And tree stands, ain't no going higher than 25 foot for me.
No.
None.
We'll have to see how that tree removal business goes for him. I told him I'd build the website, so I already got the website up and going, but that's the extent of it. I'm not helping him with any more.
Well, maybe we'll get him a few jobs.
Here we are helping him.
Yeah. Look at us.
Putting them on the map.
We are. Getting it out there. That's the first time we talked about it publicly.
Yeah, it is. It is. I wanted to make sure that Dad was going to follow through with it before.
Oh, he followed through with it.
He flew out to Virginia today to pick up a truck to drive it back. Hopefully it doesn't break down on him.
Yeah, because Jesse and Jimmy drove those trucks back and...
It broke down nonstop.
Yeah. Well, it was really just the fuel filter because dirty fuel in there. They had to keep... It went through like 3 fuel filters in one drive on the way back, I think.
What can you do?
Do you know where your meat comes from? You will now with McBee Meat Company's Build Your Own Box. A retail value of $300 worth of melt-in-your-mouth steaks, insanely delicious griller products, high-protein meat snacks, and a free gift of your choice for only $159. These meats are born, raised, processed, and shipped directly from our family farm here in North Missouri. We're one of very few brands in the entire country who can honestly say that every single step in the meat supply chain is owned and controlled by us. We're doing it all, ensuring your meats are born and raised without the use of GMOs, steroids, antibiotics, vaccines, or whatever the hell else they're putting in meat these days. This type of respect and care for animals and the delicious meats that they provide us can only be found on a family farm. And that's why we're damn proud to bring you this Build Your Own Box, available now at the link below. Your purchase directly benefits our family farm and the rural community that we operate in. And so I want to take this time to personally thank you and tell you how much we appreciate any support that you may give if you decide to purchase your meat from us. We do not take it lightly. It means the world, not only to us and our animals, but also the community we live in. Now, let's get back to the podcast.
Well, we also had some exciting meetings today. We drove down to Kansas City, had a meeting at a packaging manufacturer for our meat facility because we're looking at potentially building out a new facility for snack sticks only. Literally, all snack sticks.
All snack sticks.
Yeah, which we talked about on the last podcast, but we'd be doing about 2 million snack sticks per month, which would be quite a few.
That'd be a lot of sticks, man.
Be a lot. We'd be
what is that broken down by day?
Sticks.
5 day a week, so you'd have like 20 work days a month. Well, a little more than that.
Yeah, so you do 2 million divided by 20, 100,000 a day.
That's a lot of meat sticks, man.
So slinging those meat sticks.
Slinging the meat.
Mm-hmm. Be good, though. I'm excited about it. We have, a lot of things coming down the pipeline.
Yeah. Just grinding, working through it, like always.
Yep. What about Jesse? What's he doing for that Valentine's Day? Speaking of him.
They're coming with us.
Oh, you guys doing like a joint couple deal?
Well, I'm guessing Jesse didn't say anything up because Allie called Casey 2 nights ago, which Casey set this up, and asked if they could go with us. So
Jesse, just not a romantic guy.
But I didn't say anything up either because Casey set this up for me. And I was just saying the other day, I really need to go get her something probably soon. Right before.
You know how I'm spending...
Is tomorrow Valentine's?
Yeah, tomorr's Valentine's Day. You better go today, bud.
Yeah, I better go tonight and go get her something.
You know how I'm spending my Valentine's Day? I'm taking our youngest brother down to Nashville.
Yep. That sounds like a good time. Who's all going down there? It's you and Braden?
Braden's got 2 of his buddies going. I'm driving, and we're meeting Alex and Wyatt down there.
Oh, yeah. Are they going?
Yeah, they're coming over. So some
In
friends of
WTF
ours.
this weekend, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a bunch of people in town that I know.
Yeah, a lot of people down there. I'm jealous. It'll be a good time.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. NWTF is always fun to go to.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I mean, no, that's a packed show. You remember how like the line just to get into that? I'm sure you guys.
I probably won't go to the show, but it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun down in Nashville. I'm hoping it's not too cold. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit warmer than here. We got a long drive ahead of us tomorrow.
When are you guys leaving?
7 a.m. Speaking of which,
is Blake and Johnny going, or who's
Blake and Johnny.
Boy, dude, you're gonna have to take care of 3 blackouts. You know that. Well, Johnny doesn't black out, but Blake and Braden.
Oh, I know. They're gonna be so messy. That's why I'm going down there with them, just to babysit.
Yeah. Braden is something else, man. He's gonna go hard. But
it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good little weekend escape on Valentine's Day for some solo guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you need me, I'll be in Hamilton at dinner.
All right. Well, you better get to thinking of what you're gonna get Casey for Valentine's Day. You've only got a few hours left before everything's gonna be shut down.
I need to get her some flowers tomorrow. Sure, there's a flower shop in town.
I feel like one of your goals for 2025 should be to be a little bit more romantic.
Did you not see my episode with her last year in the truck?
You gave her Lunchables as your dinner.
Everybody, that was their favorite. The show told me that was the favorite date of the whole show.
It was because the setup, the bed of the truck in a pasture.
That was me. Yeah, that was me. Right by our grain bins with the sunset.
There's no way you thought that far ahead of.
I did. I knew the sunset right there. I wanted to watch on top of the hill, right by our grain bins with cows around us.
And you brought a Lunchable in what, red Solo cups, right?
If I remember right. Yeah, I think I brought a Snickers or two, too.
Did you even have like a bottle of wine?
No, she wasn't pregnant then. No, we didn't drink, I don't think.
See, like you have to bring out wine glasses, have like a blanket with like a little wooden basket of like sandwiches and stuff.
You don't want to try too hard. That's why, I'll go by Dollar General, get a few
snacks. Grab a Lunchable?
Yeah, grab a Lunchable, get in there, and let's go.
What were the dates that you went on in season 1? So you had that date.
I went to Mexico. I went to season 1. I'm trying to think back because this is.
It was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah. What other dates did I go on?
Was that it with Casey?
Well, it would have been only with Casey.
Well, yeah, I know, but yeah.
I
think that was it.
I think that was it. Yeah, what date did you go on?
Oh.
Dude, you know what I love?
What?
So when you're filming, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but you know how, you go in a restaurant, you're like, oh, hopefully they'll put me in the back of the room, by ourselves, in a VIP room.
You are sat up, right up at the front.
In the dead middle of the restaurant, so everybody looks at you the whole time.
Yep. And you're sitting there across from whoever it may be, Casey, Kala, and you're trying to talk to them, and just everyone in the restaurant is just honed in on you.
Dude, literally. And the worst is whenever I'm in Gallatin, and I'm in the middle of New Mexico, and I'm like, can we not just go back to the back room? And I just sit right there in the middle as soon as you walk in. And I see everybody I know when they're walking in, they're all everybody's laughing, they're all making fun of me because I know everybody, so, but it's just so embarrassing sometimes. Whenever you're sitting, it's not, and it is. I mean, you have to get used to it. You really do.
It does take some getting used to.
Because it's you're literally just right. I think dinners might be the hardest thing.
Those are tough.
Because you're right in the middle. Everybody's watching.
You feel the eyeballs on you.
You just feel them all around, but.
Yeah, wasn't bad. I don't know. I think you can top the season 1 back of the pickup truck bed Lunchable dinner.
Yeah. I mean, Casey and I, we don't, we've went on nice dates before, but that's not really what we want to do. We don't.
What would y'all consider a nice date?
Texas Roadhouse. Come on. Some rolls, boy.
Texas Roadhouse?
Yes.
That's your romantic dinner?
Dude, how could you go anywhere else if you're going to go to the city to eat?
There's Seriously. A million other restaurants that are more romantic than Texas Roadhouse in Kansas City.
I'm looking for food, my man. We're trying to go eat. I mean,
Texas Roadhouse, the cheese fries, the rolls, the cinnamon butter, the steak, it is top notch. But for the ambiance.
I don't even know what ambiance is.
Ambiance, it's the environment, the aesthetics, how,
feng shui. It's me. When we're on a date, I don't care about what's over. You're looking at me. You're doing me. I'm making you laugh. See, you ain't got no personality. This is it. That's why you gotta put on with the romantic side. They don't want to. They want to laugh. They want to have fun. That's what I'm gonna do with them.
They want.
Well, with Casey.
Do you show up in that outfit, blue jeans and a Carhartt? Is that the same Carhartt you were wearing last time?
I got 5 Carhartt hoodies there.
I was gonna say this one doesn't have glue on the front.
No, this one, it doesn't have the square.
Yeah.
But I almost got it all the way off now from wearing it a couple times after.
Really?
I rub it off all day as I'm sitting there. It's from the sticker at the hospital.
I know. Hey, I know.
And I washed it with it on.
Yeah, I know.
Or Casey washed it with it on.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
But
You got to take her to Piropos or Farina or Ocean Prime.
the only one of those I even heard of is Ocean Prime.
Farina is a great Italian restaurant in the Crossroads. Piropo.
Farina?
Farina.
Farina.
Now you got me messing it up.
What'd you say?
Farina.
I've never heard of that.
It's an Italian restaurant down in the Crossroads. Or you can go to Piropos.
Dude, if I'm going to Italian, I'm going to Olive Garden. I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for that because people don't like Olive Garden, but their chicken tetrazzini, or their chicken, not tortellini.
Tortellini?
Tortellini.
I'm not a fan of Olive Garden. I'll be honest. I think it's overrated. If I was to, like, if you were to tell me to go somewhere for Italian food, that's
Fazoli's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fazoli's slaps.
It does slap. I mean, Fazoli's that's some good.
We grew
stuff.
up on Fazoli's
We did.
breadsticks. It was good.
Like every weekend, we were at Fazoli's with Grandma and Grandpa.
Mm-hmm. It was good too.
But
I don't know. Take Casey out somewhere nice.
I think
the next
nicest
couple
place
weekends.
we've ever been. I don't think we've. I think we went to. Have we went to the Cheesecake Factory? Maybe we went, but as a group.
That's still not like. I mean, it's nice, but that's still very family. You know. Tell you what. Let me find a date, and in 2 or 3 weeks, we'll double date, and I'll set up the date. You just show up. That's all you got to do.
I ain't wearing no tux. I ain't wearing no.
You don't have to wear a tux.
I'm wearing this. So you set it up for a place like this.
Not a hoodie. Maybe a button down.
I'll put on a collared shirt.
Okay. I'll set it up. What is today? February 13th. I'm going to set this up for next Friday or Saturday. Work better.
Next weekend?
Yeah, the 21st or 22nd.
There ain't no way you can find a girl that fast.
You want to
You're
bet?
a loser, bro.
It's messed up, dude.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can probably do. Well, next Friday, yeah.
Okay.
Because Saturday I'll probably shed hunt if the
Okay.
snow melts.
So the 21st, I'm going to set up a double date with you, Casey, and I, and whoever I happen to bring.
Sounds good.
Done. Done deal.
Dang, I don't want to do the plaza.
We don't have to do the plaza.
The only reason I don't is because I can't ever find parking down there, dude.
You stress out about trying to find parking?
I stress the plaza. I hate the plaza, dude. I like pulling one of them garages. Remember that time whenever we went down there for my birthday?
And we went into a garage that the truck was too tall for the
Yeah,
garage.
they started hitting the top.
Yes, and we had like 8 cars behind us and we couldn't back up.
That was embarrassing. That was me and you.
Yeah. That it does get stressful.
Dude,
a
I
little
hate
PTSD.
it. I have to take. I would do it because I'll take Casey's car actually, but I hate being down there in my truck.
Wait, I just wanted to bring this up because I just thought about this. A couple weeks ago, Cole set up sort of a date. It was a big group, but this was Cole's great idea to go out to the Legends.
Goodness. No,
This was his, like, all week long he had thought about what we were going to do for the weekend, and he set this all up. Took us to Dave and Buster's
I want to play some games,
at
man.
3 p.m.
Yeah, that was the only downfall. I wanted to go out early so we can get to the bars after that back in Kansas City. I didn't think about the kids. I mean, when I say the kids, the
We were set up.
kids.
We were drinking margaritas right next to a 1-year-old's birthday party.
We sat on the wrong side. I didn't get there first. I said we need to go to the bar side, and you guys went to the family side with all the kids' parties over there. They had the bar side for all the adults, and we just go walk in as a group of 25 adults into the...
Yeah, we seriously had 15
Adults.
people, and
They were all
everyone was
drinking.
over 25 years old or 22 years old. And we were surrounded by a bunch of 1 to 4-year-olds.
One more thing. I didn't actually get to do what I wanted that weekend. I wanted to go to Cabela's,
Okay.
Hooters, and then Dave & Buster's. You guys changed my whole plan up. You guys wouldn't let me go to Cabela's when I
Well,
wanted to go.
Cabela's is no longer Cabela's.
Bass Pro. You know, sorry, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I wanted to do.
I know.
And no one wanted to go over there except me, so that's kind of ruined my plan. And then I wanted some wings from Hooters, and then I wanted to go to Dave & Buster's, and you guys didn't want to do that.
You are effectively fired as any sort of plan setter or coordinator.
See, what happens is you're too mature to hang.
At a Dave & Buster's with nothing but 1 to 4-year-olds around.
And you were in there, like, we were trying to play games, and you're like, I'm ready to leave. This is dumb.
There was little kids running
was
around us.
Kicking all out. I was beating their butt.
There was literally, when you were playing basketball, there was a 4-year-old standing behind
I
you
beat
that
him.
kept asking if he could play.
I beat him. I wanted to get the high score. I mean,
Do you know how ridiculous
you just
it
gotta
looks?
put a few Red Bull vodkas down, and you go out
Do you
there
know
and play.
how ridiculous it looks? 15 of us in a Dave and Buster's.
I just kept saying like I had a kid running around somewhere. I'm like, my kid's around here somewhere.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. You guys made that bad because my whole plan would have been good, but it
debatable.
And then we go to the bar and I'm the only one taking shots or anything. Me and Jake.
Because the mood was not right.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I knew it was going to be. Jake and I are the only ones taking shots, getting drunk.
Again, if we were in the right environment, I would have had fun. We were not in the right environment.
And we went to the landing, and you guys left me.
Okay.
I look over, and you guys are gone. I don't have a ride. Casey's gone. Everybody's gone. It's just me and Jake.
Because the landing was so packed, and I didn't know they allow smoking in there.
Oh.
Always I walked out of there smelling like a cigarette.
You know what? You want to just go to Plaza? Is that where you belong?
Yes.
At Ocean Prime in the top?
Prime Social. Ocean Prime's a restaurant.
Whatever. You know what I meant. There's too many primes. Like,
just let me set this up. Next Friday the 21st, 7 p.m., you just show up.
Are we going to go to an igloo again? Igloo?
No. We're not going to an igloo. And that was cool.
That was pretty cool. The rooftop igloo.
Yeah, the rooftop on top of the fontaine.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fun.
Exactly. I will set something up that'll be a good time. We may even go to a Speakeasy. Do you know what that is?
It's like a bar that you...
It's underground. It's inconspicuous. Like
I'm just confused how they make money if they're inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous?
If you know what I mean. If they're like,
hidden,
don't tell people that they're there.
There's quite a few in Kansas City, actually. There was one I was looking up the other day. You have to look on their Instagram story to get the secret password. And you walk in, and it looks like a convenience store. So you think it's just a gas station. But then in the back door, you have to give them the secret password, and then you get to go into the back, which is the Speakeasy.
I feel like that's like I seen a TikTok gambling shop get like broken into. That was like in the back of it was like a gambling deal they had set up.
Well,
kind of, is that legal?
Kind of the same thing. The Speakeasy, it's feng shui. It's ambiance. Like it's cool to go somewhere where it's like hidden.
I just like going to the bars where everybody's at. I can take shots and like drink with people.
The Speakeasies are like dimly lit. You know, it's like classy. Jazz music.
I like whenever there's a bar that has this big bar like up front. And you can go up there and stand at it, and you can order shots, and you can order drinks, and you can stand up there and talk.
Like PBR.
Yeah, PBR, Southside. You know, something that has a big bar you can just stay at and order.
Southside?
Southside's a good bar.
No, it is. It is. It is.
I love the setup of it. It's a perfectly set up bar.
You used to go up there and thought you ran the pool tables.
I did. For a few years, I would get hot on the pool tables.
You would get your ass whooped by everyone in there.
No, I really wouldn't. There was a few nights I wasn't playing good. It's whenever I was all tense. I got to get loose to play good. So once I get started, like there's a habit. I start out playing not too hot, then I get really good as I'm drunk, and then I get too drunk, and then
you get sloppy again.
It gets just sloppy again.
Yeah.
So I could never play a full night.
Okay.
Of good.
Tell you what, no, we're not going to go there. I was going to say, never mind. Bad idea. I was going to say we could go to dinner and then go to Mo Country and get on the pool tables, but no, that would not be good.
See everybody.
It's a high school reunion.
Yeah. Just see everybody that hates us and talk shit on Facebook.
Exactly. That would end up great.
I love it. Let's do it.
I'll figure something out. I'll text you the plans.
The last time I was at Mo Country, I got kicked out of it.
I know you did. I'll figure it out. I'll text you the plans.
That's more my ball. I would go there rather than
like a Prime Social?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not really a Prime Social type of guy.
I've been there one time.
You feel out of place.
It was weird. I was not in the right place.
Yeah.
Everybody was sitting down at their own tables.
Fish out of the water.
Like no one was like, walking around talking and everything. Like,
it just isn't your vibe, bud.
No.
Well, I'll get it figured out, and we'll report back on the next podcast, or maybe that'll be the next podcast. So 2 podcasts from now on our double date. Cole's going to wear a collared shirt. I'll make sure to get a photo of him in a collared shirt.
Yeah.
And we'll have a good time. It'll be way better than Dave and Buster's with a bunch of kids.
You really make it sound like it wasn't that fun. I had a good time.
It was awful. That was a horrible setup.
You were the only one who had a bad time.
Whatever. No.
All right.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.